Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Macca here playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and in this video we're playing Mission 10, Violence and Timing, and grabbing the Keeping This One achievement / trophy, which is for reaching price using the first vehicle you hijack. Now during the mission there's an unmissable part where you will cut your rope from a helicopter, drop down onto the back of a truck, and then you pretty much have to jump to the right after killing an enemy to hijack this pickup truck that I'm currently in. Now, as soon as you are inside of this thing, do not leave it until you pretty much get the achievement, which takes about 5 minutes if you have a really good, perfect run. Now, the strategy itself is pretty easy. What you want to do is you just want to follow up behind any enemy vehicles that have enemies in them. Some of them are enemy vehicles, but they won't actually shoot back. They just kind of drive around. And when you stumble upon those enemies, you want to lean out of the car by clicking in your right stick. This will bring out your gun, and then you can pretty much just use the built-in auto aim of the game to take out enemies, and you want to make sure you're taking them out from a decent chunk of distance away. That way they won't light up your car too much, do too much damage, and you're also going to want to be avoiding any of the civilian cars that are driving in the opposite direction so you don't have any head-on collisions. This doesn't cause too much damage, but it can make you fall behind, and then you'll kind of automatically fail the objective, which also doesn't help. Additionally, another thing you may want to keep in mind is that this mission actually has kind of two achievements or trophies that are on opposites. In this one, we're going to be going through the entire thing with one vehicle, but there's a separate achievement / trophy called Test Drive, which is for doing this mission while in 5 different types of vehicles. I'll have a separate video for that, kind of explaining what the different types are to make it as easy as possible. But more or less, all you want to do is you want to follow up behind all these trucks, all these cars with enemies behind them. You want to lean out of your car and take them out. And once they are free of enemies, you can safely pass without getting shot at or without getting too damaged, while watching out for any of the civilian traffic. Eventually, you kind of have to reach a certain point of the mission, which is somewhat automatic, in which you will reach a roadblock around this corner coming up just ahead. Once you reach that roadblock, just watch out. You can use your gun to blow up a car and then kind of drive right through it, which is what I end up doing. Or if you are slow enough, you can just kind of weave your way between the cars until you get through that blockade. Once you reach the blockade, you're about halfway done. There's a little bit more to go though.
I see it. You might have to ram through.
Crash it. Kill as many as you can.
Shock and awe. Not today, boys. Nick, a punch through.
Copy, Sergeant. Be advised, there is a situation after all.
Now eventually you'll reach this segment of the level where all of these civilian cars will be burned up along the road, and this leads to you finding out that there is a car dropping mines pretty much in front of you, and that's going to be what our main objective is. We're going to be dodging mines that are on the road and very easy to hit, although if you stick to the left-hand side just outside of the road, there's actually not that many that fall here, and they're very easy to dodge. The thing is, when you poke out of the car, you're gonna have to kill any enemies that are shooting at you, but if you hit any of these mines, you're pretty much dead. So just do one or the other, but not both. Either steer your car nice and slow, or just shoot while you are in a perfectly kind of clear area. Don't try to do too much at once and like hop up on the roof, which you can do, and jump between cars. It's definitely not worth it. Eventually though, you will reach the mine cart. It's the kind of larger cargo truck with people in the back. And what you want to do is you just want to take out the 2 people in the back. The further back behind it you are, the kind of harder it will be to aim, but the easier it'll be to dodge the mines that they throw. But I found that sticking to the left-hand side was usually the best case scenario. Once you take them out, the game will let you know through a dialogue that lets you know that the mine cart is now clear. And you have a lot more time than I used here to do it. There's another couple of turns coming up. But when you do clear the minecart, if you're in the same vehicle, or even if you're in another vehicle, Eventually, Price will catch up to you, and the game will ask you to pull over to the right-hand side to make room for him. He'll come up along the left-hand side and pull up in front of you. At this point, I would recommend going to the left of Price's truck, and then pressing A to hop up onto the roof. And here you'll be able to jump between vehicles. Try to match the speed as easily as possible and make sure that you sprint jump. Once you do that successfully, the achievement or trophy should unlock. This one's probably going to be rare for a while, but thank you so much for watching. Drop a like, share the video with a friend, and hopefully I see you soon. Peace.